Fist your right hand. Nod. Open. Undo your fist. Down. Let's warm up. Hands at your waist. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. Look at the heel of your opposite shoe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, parallel feet, opening up our stance. cross and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go over our Tai Chi posture, and then we're going to do our 10 form. So the 10 form is all Yang style. It's smooth, it's rounded, it's non-stop, it's never abrupt or angular and forceful. Okay? So that's the style of Tai Chi we do. We know that we have a posture in which we have to maintain as best as we can. The posture is, do it with me. We're dropping our shoulders. As a result, our middle fingers to the sides of our seam of our pants. Our knees are flexed or relaxed, but not totally bent because there's no energy, a little softer please, no energy expended yet. So our next element is that our chest is concaved inwards, our butt is tucked under, our chin is down rather than parallel to the ground, but our glance is way ahead of us, about 8 or 9 blocks. Okay? This is our posture with our tongue on our palate. This is commencing form. Slowly shift your weight to the right foot as you elevate your heel. Put it on its toe. Open. Toe down. Sole down. Heel down. Hands rotate to the middle of your thighs. Take a deep breath in as you elevate both hands. At shoulder level, drop your shoulders, drop your wrists, drop your elbows. Holding our ball on a T stance. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, hold our ball on a T stance. Out and to the side, bow stance, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in a T stance, out and to the side, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance, out and to the side, bow stance. Sit back all the way, then twist, then hold your ball. One more set. Out and to the side, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in a T stance, out and to the side, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold our ball in a T stance. Okay, so the basic footwork remains the same in all of Yang style 10 form, and the basic steps are T stance, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, T stance, T stance, L stance, bow stance, sit back, twist step, T stance. So when we do Tai Chi, the footwork and the handwork go together. So if you could watch, my ball is, as you know, 2 inches below your navel, left hand, right hand at the chest level, and you're on a T. Whenever I step out, my hands start to step out, start to move also, because it's a total body movement. So when your heel comes out to an L stance, your hands start to shift, and this is a bow stance. Okay? Now, we know that the hands move as well as the feet move. But how do they move? The foot cannot sit down flat and then make this adjustment. Okay? So what did I just say? The foot is here on a heel. But when we want to flatten this out, the energy that's stored in our back foot has to generate to come across to make this happen. If the energy does not generate and you come out here and you plop this down and then you move the energy, that's a disconnect or a misalignment. And it's important for you to understand this, because if you were to continue to do what you're not supposed to do like this, then it's going to cause more damage to your knees. Okay? So you want to keep your knees safe. You want to keep your alignment proper. And if done so right in the beginning, we won't have to undo something that's not correct. All right, so can we practice that? Let's not use hands this time, okay? We're on a T stance. We're on an L stance. We're going to shift our energy or our chi from our planted foot up and across to allow us to go flat on our front foot. When we go flat on our front foot, there is an adjustment that is made on our back foot. Okay, let's try it again and see where that adjustment is. We're on a T, weight down, we're planted on our right or back foot. We come out on an L, only our heel. Our energy has to be generated up and across, turning our hips and our waist, and then flattening out. When we flatten out, our hips should be in line to that outward foot. They cannot be this way, because that's another misalignment. So did you understand? When you're on a T and you come out and you shift that energy, the hip and the waist has to be in line to the outward foot. So you're going to have to make that hip and waist turn with your body as your energy is advancing to the forward foot. Okay, can we try that? T stance, root down, out on a heel, energy up and across, shifting that waist and that hip to meet in the middle, addressing to the front foot. Okay, now I want to look at how you're standing in this way. In this posture, your knees should never go beyond your toes. Neither should they fall short of your toe.
Yeah. When you step out, it's not just to the front. It is not here to the front. It is you step out and to the side, so you're back a little bit. Turn as you're going to shift your weight. That's when you turn, and this foot adjusts, and this hip. What she's trying to say is to make sure this hip comes fully around. So when you're ultimately in this direction, the hip is perpendicular. It's not this way. It is cleanly out, fronting. Okay? And when you sit back, turn, you have your, here again, where does the foot go? The foot goes out back. Turn, shift weight, adjust with the back. The hip again is squared to the wall there, fully out. Otherwise what happens is you only have a partial transfer of things and you're sort of cramped out here. If you can come back, out, more stability, and you can turn your body. Just think, the wider your feet are apart in directions, the more stable you are. But if it's too wide, you're too stable, you cannot move. This is a dynamic activity. This is based on a martial art. So you're here, if you come here, you're cramped, you got no place to go. Versus if you go out this way, you got a lot of place to go. Versus if you go all the way out and you do this, you're firm, but you're sort of rigid in that you cannot shift quickly to different positions. Okay?
The instructions we're giving you are pretty comprehensive and pretty much in detail, but we feel that if you can latch on to any of that now, you're better off. Okay, but don't worry if you're doing something that's not totally correct, because that's the basis in which we can build on and refine that movement. Okay, so don't be afraid of trying something, but then at the same time allowing yourself to have that option to change as we see where we can help you correct. Okay. All right. So if you can practice that stance, those movements, then we can better add hand movements to it. Okay? Now, part of our warm-up is to be able to kick out, and you're all in here hoping to gain better balance. So I want to spend some time on that. So we say and we hear and we read that Tai Chi is great for balance, and we all want to gain better balance because we're afraid that if we fall, it might be a hardship, and we all know that, okay? So in learning Tai Chi, it's a discipline, it's something that grows on you, it strengthens your muscles, but at the same time, you discover more about what your body can and cannot do. And when it cannot do something, you learn strategies or techniques to overcome this. And it can't be done in an hour, a few minutes, a few sessions, but over a lifespan, over a period of time. So that is only one segment of Tai Chi. The others can be perfecting form, perfecting flow, learning different styles, and it's just a whole gamut of lots of good things. So to get to the point about why and how you can balance better, we talk about a Tai Chi posture. So we cannot ever be in a good Tai Chi posture if our left side has more weight or our right side has more weight. So I always say it's 50-50. Everything is distributed nicely. When we try to do a golden cockerel, we have several things going on. If I want to stand on my right foot, my dominant side, I slowly shift my weight of my left foot onto my right foot. But in doing so, I do it very gradually. And when I then come up, I use my hands to center and help my body weight. So if you can see, there's no weight here on my left side. So my left hand counterbalances and gives me that stability. And where do I have my hand? My hand is in the middle, because this is where my center of gravity is. My center of gravity actually sits 2 inches below my danten. Okay? So every time we're doing our Tai Chi or concentrating, we should be concentrating on our center of gravity. Our focus is right here, although our focus are many things, center and shifting our weight. But what is this other hand doing? We're talking about our front hand, and every time you watch Tai Chi, you're saying, wow, this is beautiful. Look what she can do with her front hand and everything else. But it's the back hand that's supporting whatever the front hand is doing. So just as I explained, this foot comes up to help me with my balance. This hand helps me with my balance. The other hand is holding my weight down. It's a counterbalance. So this hand has a very important position. It's cocked, meaning it's not straight down. It's not bent like this, but it's slightly cocked, meaning this hand is almost parallel to the floor, as if it were holding another ball on the top. So your fingers should not take a straight out position, but a curved position. And it's sitting on the side of my body. So if you can watch, I'm shifting my weight to the right, I'm using that front hand, I'm using my back hand, and I'm holding it this way. Okay? Once you get this position, you tuck your butt under for more stabilization. If your butt is not tucked under, you're going to find yourself wobbling. So all these little different techniques help you with your form. Okay? But the hand has to come to the side. Okay? Get your right hand, do it with me. You're going to do a mirror out and to the side, as if you were holding a ball, the top of a ball. Out and to the side. Out and to the side. All right, that's easy on your right hand. Let's do the left hand. Out and to the side. Okay, side is here, not here. Here now, very specific. And you see the distance that I have between my hip and my thumb area. Hips out and to the side. Alternate out and to the side, out and to the side, out and to the side, out and to the side. All right, the other hand. Right hand centers your body this way. Right hand centers your body this way. It can never be pulled up this way. It's too stiff. It's gonna help you to fall. So out, slightly bent to the center. Okay? Out and to the center. Out and to the center. Other hand, out and to the center. Out and to the center. Okay? So what I'm looking for is good hand posture, because and the words center, you know that center's here, center's not there. You know that center's not here. Not here, it's here. Center from your mid-rib to the front. The other one is to the side. Okay? Now, look at the feet. You know that you're 50-50. If we want to do a golden cockerel standing on its right foot, you know that the left foot has to have no weight. Okay? So, but you don't just push it up like that. Yeah, she said no weight on my left. But that's too risky. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, I have 50% of my weight that I want to get rid of and put it onto my right foot. I slowly drain the weight, as in increments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way until I can get up and firmly feel that I can feel that weight on my right foot, and then I lift up. But I can't lift up without centering and cocking that hand. Okay? So let's just try it for experiment. Okay, so you're in a good Tai Chi posture, you're tucking your butt, you're concaving your chest, you're relaxed. We have 50% on our right, 50% on our left. We want to do a golden cockerel standing on its right, so you know that the right foot has to bear all your weight. So here we go. Slowly drain the weight off of our left foot. Our heel comes up. We're on our arch. We're on our sole. We're on our toe. We're going to bring it up. Our left hand is going to center our body. Right hand is going to cock as we come up. Down, 50-50. Slowly drain the weight off of our right foot. Heel comes up. On our arch, on our sole, hands getting ready, on our toe, and up. Down. Shift your weight to the right. Center the hand. Cock the other hand. Up. Tuck your butt. Down. So if there's anything that you want to do to get better balance, do this at home. You don't have to do a lot, but do it maybe throughout the day. Okay? Over a period of time, you will understand how your body operates, what you need to do to concentrate. If you hear the phone ringing, you may get out of focus, but then you pull back your focus and say, I can only do one thing at a time. You're not in any rush. You're not in any rush to get it up higher. All you're doing is understanding your body and working those muscles to get more strength, okay? So this is part of our exercise in the beginning, our warm-up, but it is a definite movement in the 10 form. It is number 8 or something. It is a movement. So that's why I wanted to go over this. I want to then now take off and go on a kick out, okay, because that's another thing you can work on. So on a kick out, we're using our body again, and we're using our hands to help us with our kick. It looks easy, but it takes some work, it takes some strength, it takes a lot of concentration, it takes good technique, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're at 50-50. We know that we need to kick out on one side and on the other side, okay? If we kick out on our right side, our right foot has to come up because it has to kick out. When we do that, our right hand has to come on the outside of our cross. Our right hand has to come outside of our cross, because when we kick, we want to stabilize our kick and kick out in line with that foot that comes out. We want to kick out in line with that foot. Okay? You saw that this foot went out, this hand went out with this foot. Okay? So to do it wrong, I would do this because my right hand is on the inside and I want to do a right kick. There's no way that my right hand can follow that kick. My left hand is in the way. So the first thing you have to know is the right hand has to come on the outside. This is wrong. My right hand is not correct, but I'm not in line with my kick. Then I have this sense of wobbleness. But I want to stabilize that kick. I want to come in line with it, okay? All right, let's try it. If you're not sure of yourself and you hear my words, what do? Just stop. Don't force yourself, okay? All right, we're looking for safety, okay? We have 50-50. You're gonna come up, shift your weight off of your right foot, right hand on the outside, and then you're gonna kick out. In line. Only right side for now. Up, out, in line, in, down. Shift your weight to your left, up, and out. In. Okay, left hand. So we want to drain the weight off of our left foot. So our left hand comes on the outside of our cross, and then we kick out. Right foot, right hand, out, in, down. Left hand, left foot, up, and out. Right hand, right foot, out, in, down. Last one. Left hand, left foot, up, and out. Okay. So we're looking for safety all the time. We're not looking for a high kick. We're not looking for a long duration of balancing, but over a period of time, we're looking for a little bit more seconds to hold that as we understand the form and include all the strategies. Okay, but right now, a low kick is fine as long as you're using all the safety measures and the strategies that I just taught you. All right, any questions so far? Okay, let's review our movements. Okay, what is this movement called? Did I hear anybody? Oh. What's the name of this movement? Commencing form. What's the second movement? What is this movement called? What are you doing? You're pushing away somebody called a monkey, right? All right. The third movement is a multitask. It's called brush knee. So let's just stand there and kind of refresh our memory. I'm at 50-50. I'm in my Tai Chi posture. I start my form. This is called commencing form. I bring my hands up at shoulder level. I drop down. Second movement, I repulse the monkey. New movement. You're going to brush your knee. And I think as I do this, and remember, we also did parting the wild horse's mane, not just this morning on our warm-ups, but we also covered it last week. Okay? So we'll review all of that right now. Okay? I'll turn this way. Everybody ready? Good Tai Chi posture. Commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of our left foot. Heel comes up on our arch, on our toe, open, toe down, sole down, arch down, heel down. Hands rotate to the middle of your thighs. Take a deep breath in. As we elevate both hands at shoulder level, we drop our shoulders, drop our elbows and wrists, flex our knees, making ourselves small. Center our left hand, open both palms to the ceiling, bringing our top hand, higher hand to our ear, turning our face, meeting in the middle, repulsing of the monkey. Center, open it, look at the back hand that's higher, bringing it to our ear, turning our face, meeting in the middle, pushing and pulling the monkey. T-stance, we're going to multitask. Left hand almost parallel to your waist, right hand up higher as if it were catching a ball. Multitask. Heel, hand, ear, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, right hand parallel to your waist on a T-stance. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T-stance, root down. You're going to part the wild horse's mane. Out and to the side. Here's your snack. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T-stance, out and to the side, bow stance. Here's your challenge. Flip and meet. Sit back, twist step, cup, flip, meet, close. This is cloud hands. Our next lesson, middle or cup. Flip, meet, open, middle or cup, only flip, meet, middle or cup, flip, meet, close. Middle or cup, flip, meet, open, only flip, meet, and you're going to do a left golden cockerel. Down, shift your weight, right golden cockerel. Down, right hand on the outside of your cross, right foot coming up, kicking out. Down. Left hand, left foot up, kick out. Holding our ball on a T-step, right hand on the bottom to hold your ball on a T-stance. You're going to grasp the bird's tail. Out and to the side, you're going to ward off. Push your opponent away. Then you're going to flip the bird down and you're going to grasp its tail as you look back, sit back. Turn, square, then you're going to push yet another time away. Separate, sit back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist step, left hand on the bottom to hold your ball on a T-stance. Out and to the side, ward off your opponent. Grasp the bird's tail, bring it down, sit back, look back. Turn, square contact, push him away. Separate, sit back, roll forward. Apparent closing. Drop your left hand, twist step. Open your right foot, open your right hand. Close your right hand, close your right foot. Off the ground, right hand on the inside of your cross to embrace the tiger as you bring him up. Rotate on your wrists so that both palms are facing you as if it were a cross. Then push out with the power of your left wrist to separate. Drop your shoulders. This is called closing form. Make yourself small. Wrap around. You have to close your feet up on your heel, off the ground, closing form. Okay? So that you can see that those are the sequences of our 10 form, many of which you're sort of acquainted with. You had the golden cockerel, you had the kickouts, you had the parting of the wild horse's mane when we do our warm-up exercise. Okay? Let's look at the harder movement multitask with brush knee. Okay, so when we brush our knee, I talk about one hand almost parallel to the waist, and we talk about the hand in the back, which is higher, meaning it's not on the same plane but higher, and as if it were catching a ball, so the fingers cannot be outstretched but a curved hand. And you're going to bring it to your ear. So all I want you to do is keep your left hand parallel to your waist. I want you to catch that ball on your right hand above your head, or about let's say above your forehead. I don't need it out here, I don't need it out here, but slightly. And I want you to bring your hand to your ear. All this is this way, in a soft position. Okay? So you're looking at that ball, that right hand, and you're bringing it to your ear. As you bring it to your ear, you're going to then focus and move your head and turn your neck, and you're going to center it and catch yet another ball coming in the front of you. So this is what I said. You're looking at your backhand that's higher. You're bringing it to your ear. You're looking at your hand. You're bringing it to your ear. You're turning your face, and you're catching yet another ball in the center. But as you're catching that ball in the center, your glance and your neck and your face is also moving. Okay, so can we try that? Keep that left hand to your waist. Here we go. Look at the backhand. Bring it to your ear. Turn your face. Catch the ball in the center. One more time. Out. Bring it to your ear. Turn your face. Meet in the middle. Catch that other ball. All right. This seems very awkward because this left hand is getting very heavy. It needs to do something. It needs to move as we're in motion. So this is what we do. Watch first. Bring it to our ear, turn our face, meet in the middle, brush our knee. Then we feel, wow, what a relief. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Our left hand, which is parallel to our waist, comes across as if it were brushing our knee. Can we do that together? Parallel, down, out, to the side. Parallel, down, out, as if it were brushing our knee, and to the side. Okay, and side is here again. Side is here again, not any place else. Parallel, out, brush your knee to the side. This time, we're going to do it with we actually are going to brush our knee. This time we're just pretending our knee was out there, imagining. But this time we're going to actually brush our knee this way. Okay, we're going to put it all together. All right? Right? T-stance. Left hand by your waist, right hand up higher in a curved position. You're going to multitask. Ear, heel, hand, face. Catch that ball in the center. Sit back. Twist step. Right hand parallel to your waist. T-stance. Left hand up higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Meet it in the center. Here's a drill. Sit back. Twist step, left hand to the waist, right hand up higher on a T-stance. You're going to multitask. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, right hand by your waist, left hand up higher on a T-stance. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, left hand towards your waist, parallel, right hand up higher. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, right hand high at your waist, left hand higher. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. So I say very good, very good. And some of you are laughing, and it is kind of intriguing. What's going on? You're trying to make your body listen to my voice. And you're saying, hey, this is kind of goofy. Something's not right. And you're trying to figure it out. So what is this all doing to you? It's stimulating your mind. It's stimulating your audio because you have to follow what I'm saying to get it correct. But at the same time, you're going to have to figure out how you're going to make that possible. So all of these components are very good. That's why you're in Tai Chi. It's not to say, oh, I look like a fool, I don't want to do it. If you don't do it, no one's going to do it for you. I had that, we all had the same problem, but we were determined to overcome this. In the process of trying to make it smooth and do it accurate, it's teaching yourself about your body, what you have to do to concentrate and where it aches and what you have to do to multitask. Okay, so that's very, very valuable because no one can be an evaluator of your body when you're actually doing something and just viewing it from the outside. It's teaching you about yourself. So here again, this valuable element can carry on to daily activities where you're saying, oh, I'm going to fall. What can I do to counter that? And surely you're not going to do a golden cockerel, but you're going to remember that there's something else. That other hand can help me counterbalance that fall. But no one's going to prescribe it to you in a book or tell you on a recording, but it's going to be ingrained into your system, okay, physically and mentally. So that's what we're striving for. So you cannot make that jump from learning something new and then expecting miracles within a few minutes. But it's the start in which to get yourself in good condition and to make your actions safe for you. Okay? But there's never a guarantee. There's never a guarantee. And just as an example, I have a multi-fractured, surgically corrected wrist, my left wrist. And it happened when I started learning Tai Chi. So all my Tai Chi friends, and there were too many because we had a very small group, said, hey, Tai Chi is supposed to keep you safe and not fall. What happened? Well, I did something stupid. I stood on a barrel stool, this level high. The base was narrow and small. It came up like and wide in the center, and the footing was the seat where my feet were small. It's never going to give me any stability, and I fell and fractured my arm. Okay. So, Tai Chi is never a guarantee, but a hope or a progress into the right direction.
One of the things in Tai Chi is you try not to get off on a tiptoe too often. Okay, sometimes, say, if you're doing a parting of the horse's mane, here, you should not be doing this. The heel should not be coming up. It's largely flat-footed. So when you're coming this way, flat foot, on the toe, butt. Okay? And then you maintain, another thing is, when you do your movement, you try to maintain as much Tai Chi posture as possible, which means, say, for instance, in parting the horse's mane, head is straight up, back is sort of straight, although if it's slightly tilted, fine. But if it's out this way, your knee is too far, you're on your toe, your center of balance is no longer here. Your center of balance is someplace over here. So if somebody hits you, you're going to fall on the ground here. Versus if you're in Tai Chi posture, here. The body is erect, back is straight, butt tucked in, head up, and you're out this way. So that your center of balance is not too far here, and obviously not far back and not off this way or that way. Okay, so those are the two basic things. To go back to brush knee, or even parting of the horse's mane, two hands are actively doing something. And that you have to sort of remember. At the beginning, it's very difficult. On one hand, you're infatuated with what's in front of you. So the front hand always gets the lion's share. And the left hand is sort of just waiting for something to do, or the other way around. But one way to maybe tie it in is we talk about core movements, which is what we're trying to build up. we're not trying to build up your hands a lot, because that's not where the power or the strength to keep you upright and keep you, I guess, strong is in Tai Chi. It's centrally. If you were to do the parting of the horse's mane, if you do two hands at one time, if you're looking at the periphery, that's where you get lost. But if you say, I go this way, and it's back here, it's moving, both of my core muscles are moving, although in different directions. Versus you do it here, both of my core muscles are working together, and they come here, and you don't worry about what's happening here too much, except to say, I gotta keep my hands up in the front. But it's the thing ultimately you want to be able to grasp in your mind is the back muscle or the core muscles are working. All of this stuff is working, and the arms are not secondary, but they follow what the body does. Another concept of Tai Chi is the body moves and then the hands move. Body moves, hand moves. Body moves this way, and the hands came up. Body moves this way, and the hands. So you have to be thinking not just hands, body, Tai Chi posture.
One of the basic tenets in Tai Chi is the bottom hand advances. So what do I mean? The bottom hand advances. The bottom hand advances. The bottom hand, whenever you hold a ball, is the hand that goes forward. Not necessarily forward, it could go up, but it advances, whether it's forward, to the front, or up above our head. So whenever you're holding a ball, the bottom hand advances. So in parting of the wild horse's mane, we're on a T stance holding our ball. The bottom hand advances. Okay, that's all it means. If we're on a T stance and we know we have to do it both sides, and our right hand is on the bottom hand, no matter what hand it is, advances. But that doesn't mean that you can hold the ball any which way. You specifically have to hold it a certain. The right hand has to be on the bottom, or the left hand has to be on the bottom in each instance. But in all instances, when held correctly, the bottom hand advances. Okay? So let's try that. We're on a T stance, and we're going to part the wild horse's mane. And I'm looking for good Tai Chi posture also. If we're on a T stance, we know that the foot that has no weight, which is the stem of the capital letter T, this is the foot that's going to advance. We can't expect our back foot to advance. That's not going to cause a fall, because our back foot has all our weight. We have to generate the chi or the power from the planted foot across to bring it to our front foot. Okay? So that's the logic there. All right. T stance, weighted down and planted on the back foot. Left hand 2 inches below your navel, as if it were holding the bottom of the ball. Right hand at the top, about chest level, holding the top of the ball. We're planted down. We can never do Tai Chi stiff-legged like this. We have to lower ourselves as if we're in a relaxed position. We said that we wanted to do the bottom hand advances. Bottom hand advances only when we start to put out our heel, and our bottom hand advances as if it were serving a snack. Sit back, twist step, right hand now on the bottom of the ball, the left hand on the top, on a T stance. We're taking into consideration the bottom hand advances. Out and to the side, bottom hand advances and serves that snack. One more set, sit back, twist step, T stance, left hand on the bottom of the ball, bottom hand advances as you put your heel out to part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, right hand right there to hold your ball on the bottom, T stance, out and to the side, bottom hand advances. All right. Now, good. Hopefully you remember that. Bottom hand always advances. Bottom hand can advance this way too. Bottom hand can advance this way too, but the bottom hand advances. Okay. When you part the wild horse's mane, the bottom hand advances as if it were serving a snack to your friend in front of you. The friend in front of you has to have that snack right about just below eye level in the center. But when we sometimes explain it to you, our hand comes out this way. Why? That's not countering what we said. But in motion, we're going to have to flow with the music. It centers and then it goes off because our body warrants it, because we're in motion. Okay? So I guess the point is you understand and try to be particular and in detail, but in essence, when you start to do Tai Chi and you're flowing, you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible. Okay, so wrapping this up now. Right hand on the bottom, holding your ball, not this kind of ball, not this kind of ball, 2 inches below your dantian, chest level, away from your clothes. The bottom hand advances as if it were serving a snack, about eye level to your friend. We're only looking at the bottom hand now, okay, and the serving of the snack. Bottom hand advances now, it's our left hand at eye level. Here it is. Holding our ball. This time we're going to take into consideration the other hand, not the bottom hand. What does it do? It sits to the side of our thigh for stability. Holding your ball. The other hand sits to the side. So this is another drill that you should be practicing at home. It doesn't take much. All it does is takes understanding that 2 hands have a specific role. Bottom hand advances as if it were serving a snack, other hand sits to the side. All the time. And it's never a crossing of the hand. All it does is turns to hold a ball. All it is at bottom hand advances, the other hand to the side. No crossing, okay? When you get that, then you start to say, she said, it becomes automatic. Okay, it becomes automatic. Then you put your feet together.